There are very powerful people who want to keep you out.
I know they do.
But they're willing to put their money where their mouth is in a big way. If you say no, which is fine, it's your choice. Don't tell people.
They're gonna try to have me murdered.
Looks like someone's about to get Epsteined. G'day guys, this is Holy Critics signing in, and today I want you to set aside your political beliefs because what I'm about to show you affects both sides of the aisle, who in my opinion are as equally corrupt as one another. Breaking news right now. Kari Lake, Republican, has leaked a piece of audio recording of her being approached by senior officials in the party who are trying to bribe her out of running for the Senate seat in Arizona. And it's quite incredible because this is the first time, at least in my memory, that we have hard evidence of the Washington elites attempting to crush the populist movements. This stuff is out of the playbook of The Godfather. The man in question is Jeff DeWit, chair of the Arizona Republican Party. He's the head honcho, and he tells her, I need to meet with you, but I don't want to do it over the phone. Probably because he assumes that it's going to be recorded. So he rocks up at her house, walks inside and says, all right, you win, name your price. Name your price. We can't contain you. You're not affiliated with us. You're not a deep stater. You haven't been handpicked by us, but somehow you have made your way into the party. What's it going to take to get you to walk away? This is the level we've gotten to now, guys. And this is happening all over the world. But America really is the epicenter of the clown show. And whatever you think about Kari Lake, I know she's had a lot of controversy attached to her, especially in relation with her support for Donald Trump. But either way, she's pissed off. She would rather take the pay cut and run as a representative for her people than be bribed and cajoled and pushed out of politics and given a blank check to do so. So now I just want to share this segment from the YouTube show Redacted because I think they do a really good job covering this story.
The mainstream media was totally focused on Trump's whomping of Nikki Haley in New Hampshire, but another big story was breaking. It was breaking out in Arizona that they totally ignored.
How curious is that? The mainstream media ignoring the real story. Kind of like when the Epstein documents dropped, we had the Miami Mall alien incident occurred just around the same time to capture our imagination and sidetrack us from that story.
A new audio tape emerged that's been sending shockwaves through the Republican Party. We'll get to that audio here in a second, but first, some context on this story. Last March, Senate candidate Kari Lake appeared at a CPAC event and dropped this little nugget of a bomb. Listen.
People are to stop me and to silence you. I decided to share this. It's a little bit controversial, but I'm going to put this out. Somebody showed up at my door this week. They called me before and said, I got to talk to you in person. This can't be done over the phone, which is always kind of like, uh-oh, what's that going to be about? They came to my door and they tried to bribe me out of getting out of politics. It's really happened. I'm telling you this because...
So she had the audio recording, which is why she's confidently speaking on the stage there. She's not embellishing in any way. It's exactly what happened, but she sat on it for a year. Was it for political points? Was she waiting to unveil it, similar to the Hunter Biden laptop, at the right time when it could be most damaging to the party?
Because this is how disgusting politics is. A mom who runs for office and they're afraid of me. They tried to bribe me with a job title, with a huge salary, a position on a board. This is how they do it.
Well, they're afraid of you because they can't manage you. They can't contain you. Just like they can't contain Donald Trump.
Really? Bribing you to get out of the race so they can put an establishment neocon candidate in your place? The liberal media jumped all over it at the time, right? When after she made that speech at CPAC, the liberal media said this, Kari Lake spins tale of attempted bribery to drop out of politics. Spins a tale. That's basically how they painted it. Like, oh, she's just making up a story to elevate herself.
So the media mocked her for saying that, and yet she didn't immediately release the audio. I guess when it comes to political scandals, it's all about timing, I suppose.
Sure, someone tried to bribe you. Right. Okay, sure. Well, apparently it did happen. Exactly as she described it. And now we have the secretly recorded audio. And before you ask this question, as I did, Arizona is considered a one-party consent state, meaning the person doing the recording is the only one that needs to consent to it, which I always found funny.
That doesn't sound consensual to me.
The hidden recorded audio allegedly features Arizona GOP party chair Jeff DeWit. And I think it's safe to say not even allegedly anymore, because just about an hour ago, he is now officially resigned. So, but, you know, we're just saying allegedly.
Well, that's a new development. I thought she was just asking for him to resign. Now he's actually fallen on his own sword.
Here's just a sampling. I'm going to play a few little chunks of this. Here's just a sampling of this attempted bribe, asking her to stay out of this race for 2 years. Listen.
So what's going on? What is? I'm assuming this is our friend.
This is back east. There are very powerful people that want to keep you out.
Oh no, they do.
But they're willing to put their money where their mouth is in a big way. So, this conversation never happened.
This is crazy, though. They should want me. I'm a great candidate. People love me. These people are corrupt.
Well, maybe you're right.
Maybe they're right. So by that extension, what the hell are you?
They are right. They are corrupt.
This never happened. Don't go. If you ever go, I'll leave myself in trouble. And this, if you say no, which is fine, it's your choice. Don't tell people. I know.
They're gonna try to have me murdered.
I wouldn't have that either. Today's world, man. If that stuff that came out last week is right about the cartel stuff, man. They say the cartel's operating in 50 states right now. Like almost 50. You know? So.
Is that a threat? Why even bring up the cartels? Is he implying that she's going to get assassinated if she doesn't go along with this? This is disgusting.
So what's going on? Who is it? What?
Forget the who. Let me just tell you the what. Let's just say there are people calling around saying, gosh, no, they can't repeat this. Never repeat this. If you say no, don't. Because say, I got offered to buy out. Don't use it. Because then we lose our ability to get things done in the future.
Here's my problem.
When somebody tries to make a corrupt deal with you and they say, don't tell anybody else about it, that's exactly the right time to go to authorities. Because how do you know they're not wearing a wire?
Rather than just say, let's work with her. She's a great candidate. Because they don't own me. And it pisses me off.
Yeah, I don't know it's about ownership.
It's about control.
I don't know it's about control.
That's like the textbook definition of controlling somebody.
It's about being on the team. I guess that's, you know what I mean?
They want to be on the team.
They want you to be on their team.
Thus, controlling you.
You know?
But if they're pushing a globalist agenda, I can't do that. So what do they want? What do they want me to do?
You want to stay out for 2 years. But, let me tell you what I can offer you.
I'm not going to pause for 2 years. The battle is now. I'm offended by whoever these people are that they're trying to buy me out.
Well, you should be honored.
I'm offended that there's...
Does he think this woman has no integrity at all? I guess he thinks she's just like him.
People back there who just don't get about our country.
Do you understand that? You should be honored. That means they know how powerful you are.
Well, I can
And
tell them
If
that...
you weren't powerful, they wouldn't want to have this conversation.
Yeah.
Right? Just to say.
Oh yes, I'm so honored to serve the dark principalities.
Is there a number at which
I can be bought.
not be bought?
That's what it's about.
You can take a pause for a couple of years.
No.
And then go right back to what you're doing.
No. 10 million, 20 million, 30... No. A billion? No. This is not about money. This is about our country.
No.
I'm not going to let these people who hate our country tell me not to run. You should call them and tell them to get behind me.
I mean,
I can win,
say
and they
those
should get
words.
behind me.
I will happily say those words.
Yeah.
She's literally nuking the Republican Party by doing this. I'm not sure what she's playing at here, other than the fact that she thinks the old Republican Party is a dying breed and she's hitched her wagon to the Make America Great movement. All I can say is this is her audition tape to be the vice president for Donald Trump.
I think my words will carry any weight. No.
Okay, well, did you think you would come in here and that I would be bought?
It's not being bought.
Yes, it is.
It's, I think,
It is being bought. No. They are trying to buy me out of running. It's actually, I mean, all right, I'm flattered. I'm offended. I'm offended for our country. We have people like this who live here.
What I think is this, is it can give you an incredible opportunity to have a bigger voice, to fight for stuff.
This is literally like the crossroads. This guy's the devil, and she's at a crossroads here. He wants her to make a decision, and he's going to give her all the riches and fame that she desires if she just bows down to him and the cabal he represents. It happens in the music world, it happens in Hollywood, and I guess it also happens in Washington.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want to deal with people like this. These people are un-American, and I think they're unethical, and I would be absolutely immoral if I did that.
Again.
That's immoral. I couldn't look at my...
I love how he started it off saying, don't worry about the who in any of this. Don't worry about who these people are. Just know what they want, which is they want you out for 2 years. They want you to sit on the sidelines for 2 years.
They want you to sell your soul. Let's just cut to the chase here.
We want you to take a back seat while we put up some other fresh faces for the next 2 years. You can just, we don't want that. They don't think that Trump will win. That's another big piece of this. They don't want Trump. They don't think Trump's good.
It's not that they don't think he'll win. They're actively trying to stop him because they're afraid that he's going to win.
Trump's going to win. They think he's old news. They don't want you tied to Trump because you're very tied to Trump. And she says, Trump's my guy. I'm supporting him. I'm not going to not support him. I'm sorry that they don't think that he's going to win. That's up to them. But I'm not going to do it. So I have a lot of questions. I have a few questions on this. I mean, she recorded this back in early March of 2023. So why now? Like, why are we just now hearing about this?
Well, like I said earlier, it's all about political timing. Trump is all but assured of being the Republican nominee. So why not make a play for the VP position? I mean, Trump's going to look at that and go, she's the woman I want.
This leaked audio. I mean, how did it leak? Did a staff member get it? I'm just curious. Like, I want to know the logistics of that. How did this audio leak out? How did this come about? And why are we just hearing about this now? Maybe that's just me, but I'm just curious why we waited a year to hear about this. The timing is very interesting in all of this. And we now have an update, of course, that now Jeff DeWit has resigned this afternoon. And there's calls, of course, for...
Aw, poor guy. I'm sure he's got another lucrative job lined up for him, though, just like Hunter Biden.
Criminal proceedings. I mean, now go after this guy. And I don't exactly know what law would have been,
extortion?
Extortion.
You think justice is going to prevail in this case? Have you seen the last few years?
Blackmail. I don't exactly know, but and how Arizona's laws would comport with federal laws and all of that, and what, how this works out.
Influence peddling, anything like
election
that.
Interfering.
Yeah, election interference. Yeah.
This will come to nothing like it always does. Unless Trump's to blame, of course.
She was being mocked in the press for telling people that this happened.
Right.
She could have, I'm just curious if she could have come out right away and been like, by the way, and you guys are mocking me. Here's the audio tape.
That's how smart she is. She waited a year. She's playing the long game. She knows this year is far more important to reveal such a bombshell piece of evidence.
And we'll see if we get to name names. Now the question is, who asked him to bribe Kari Lake? We want names, like we want the Epstein list, right?
Yeah, they never name names. We only ever deal with middlemen. Jeffrey Epstein was a middleman. This guy's clearly a middleman. You never see the real people that are running the world. And when you get to the top of that pyramid, you're not dealing with a human. Let me just put it like that.
I wonder if he's going to Epstein himself before we can get that far.
Well, that's what people in the chat are saying too. Like, no, he did not kill himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, I'd love to know these names. It'd be very, very interesting.
Well, there you have it. We've finally gotten confirmation of everything we knew but couldn't prove. Now, I don't care if you guys are Republican, Democrat, Independent, or any other third party for that matter. It's completely irrelevant. We all stand to gain by getting money out of politics. And I'm talking lobby groups, I'm talking insider trading, it's all got to go. It's absolutely warped our institutions, it's killed our trust in government, and it's going to cost the future generations. If we don't sort this out now, it's only going to get worse as the years go on. If you agree with my opinion, make sure you drop a like on this video, and also share your thoughts in the comments below about Kari Lake. Has this video changed your opinion of her? Is she a woman of integrity, or is all this just political theatre designed to further her career in Washington? I really want to know. Thanks for watching, and this is Holy Critic, signing out.